Hi everybody, this is our second class online down at the Dae-Yang. Hanging out with Bob here at the Dae-Yang. Miss O'Neill's over here and Connor's behind the camera. Bob felt left out after the last class, so we thought we'd include him a little bit today. But apparently he doesn't like to stand up very tall, because if I do that, he shrinks. Anyways, we're going to start off here with our warm-up in a second. So get your dough block, get ready, and join us again.
Okay, for today's warm-up, we're going to do kind of what you would normally do with a partner. Your knees up, touch and goes, and Russians, and all that kind of fun stuff. Obviously, most of you probably don't have a partner at home. Some of you might. Some of you have brothers and sisters and whatnot. That's great. Or a wife or partner that can work with you. Feel free to use those as well. But we're going to demonstrate how to do this if you are alone today. So first thing Connor's going to do is the knees up. He's going to go 2 sets, 25 each knee, and you can follow along with him today. So ready, Connor, Shijak. And he's going to hold his own hands out in front, just a little bit above his belt, and he's trying to get that foot and knee up as fast as he can go. Hopefully he's awake. There he goes. He switched to the other foot. All right. Keep those hands above his belt. Occasionally they'll start dropping a little lower. Make sure they keep going up. All right. Now the second set. Go. Connor keeps going towards me for some reason. Excellent. All right. So hopefully you guys are just finishing up with your knees, and we'll take a quick pause just in case you're not, and then we'll come back with the next part. Exercise to get warm, the touch and goes. Once again, usually you do this with a partner. If you don't have a partner to do it with, that's fine. The first example we're going to do is just kind of Connor doing it in the air, going around in a circle. If you have a parent or partner or somebody in the house that can hold like a pillow or a cushion that you don't mind tapping, that can work as well. But either way, being able to do this in the air should be fine. So Connor's going to start that. We're going to do 2 sets again, 25 each leg, so that's a total of 50 kicks. Ready, Connor? And Shijak. Good. Try to get that foot up to at least your belt. Once again, the idea is to build up speed and go faster and faster as you go. Connor's just getting warmed up here, so see how things go. There you go, switching to the other leg, good. Good. All right, some of you are slowing down at home, keep going fast. Make sure that foot's going all the way up to your belt. I know some of you like to let it drift a little low down by your knee. So all the way up over that belt if you can. Good. Last time on the other leg. Oh, his foot's getting low, I think. We'll let those on YouTube comment to say if they think Connor should go higher or not. Good. All right. Let you guys have a second to catch up, and we'll move on to the next thing here in a second. The thing we're going to do today is 100 Russians, okay? Everybody should know how to do a Russian at this point. If you don't, watch Connor and follow along. You want to try to keep your feet so they're going up to at least knee height. If you can hold that through the whole 100, that's awesome. If you can go higher, go higher. Start higher and then work your way down a little bit if you get tired. But either way, try to keep above your knees while you're doing this. All right, ready, Connor?
For the next part of the warm-up, we're going to use a bag here. For this, we're going to do a little holding your leg up and touching the bag with your front kicks and round kicks and all that, kind of the balancing drill that we do on the bags. Now at home, most of you don't have bags. That's okay. You can find something like a pillow or chair or the cardboard in the door that we showed you in the last video. something, just to visualize. You don't even have to hit anything. Honestly, when we do this on the bags, it's more just for visual and some of you to hold your balance when you put your foot on the bag. Okay, so don't worry about doing this on a bag. Just practice it in the air. If you don't have something to kick, if you gotta just do this, that's fine. Okay, that's all we're gonna work on today. For that is your balance. Don't worry so much about having something to kick. But like I said, if you got a bag or a pillow or something that somebody can hold for you, use that, and that's fine too.
Okay. The first one we're going to do today is front kicks. If you are a white belt, you only got to do, let's say 15. If you are a yellow belt, you're going to do 20. If you're a green belt, you're going to do 25. If you are a blue belt, 30, reds 35, and black belts and up, you're going to do 40 of these. All right, I'm being kind of nice to you today. So Connor's going to do his 40 on his right foot, and she's out. Miss O'Neill's doing it behind us as well, but we're told not to film her. Connor's awful close to the bag here. We should back up a little. Connor, you got to back up a little. There you go. Good. And he's on the other leg, I believe. All right. Hopefully most of you have switched to the other leg as well. If you want to do extras, feel free to do extras. Nothing wrong with that. Good. All right. Now we're going to switch to round kicks. Same numbers. Okay. All right. If you're a white belt, you're doing 15. If you are a yellow belt, you're doing 20, and up by 5s from there. So greens 25, blues 30, reds 35, and blacks are 40. All right. Connor, ready? She's up. Back up. You don't have to hit the back. It'll be at least to your belt, so a higher rank should be trying to kick a little higher there. Yeah, it's been tough. Sitting around at home too much this week. Oh boy. Apparently gotta work on Connor's balance some more.
I was on it. Crap.
Snuck those last ones in. All right, other side. Hopefully everybody's keeping up at home. Almost there. Good. All right, like I said, you don't have to have something to hit. Some cases that might be harder for some people, might be easier. All right, next we are going to do side kicks. Same numbers. Ready? Other leg this time. She's up. Make sure you chamber all the way in, all the way back out. Really want to work on that whole motion of the kick and not just standing there tapping your foot on the bag or in the air. Bring it all the way in, all the way out. Doesn't have to hit hard, just got to work on trying to keep your balance and focus on one spot. And don't forget to breathe. Now bring it all the way back, Connor. There you go. Good. And the other side. Ready? She's up. That's it. Good. Keep going. Keep going. And just like here, higher ranks, you know, if you want to be tougher on yourself, if you mess up, put your foot down, or you know, touch the wall or something, you know, you got to start over at 0. You know, go ahead and do that, especially higher ranks. That should be what you're doing. Connor's trying to do that right now. Good. Stay focused. Excellent. All right. Good. We'll give Connor a second to catch his breath. Unlike, you know, normal classes, we'd have a line of you here where you get a break every, you know, 4th or 5th person. So we'll give Connor a second to catch his breath, and we'll come right back with the next part. We're going to do, obviously, if you don't have bags at home, this gets a little bit harder. But for some of you that do have bags or something that you can kick against, we're going to do double kicks, all right? If you don't have a bag, just kind of slow this down a little bit and just do round kicks back and forth. And if you can do a little bit of a hop, that'd be great. Otherwise, you know, do the best you can. See if you can keep up with Connor today. Let's see how many Connor can do while doing this today. So, ready, Connor? And she's up. 56, that's a good number. All right, good. Some of you might do better than that, some of you may not. That's okay. Connor's a little rusty on these, so, you know, 56, that was a good start today. All right, and if you want, and you only got 10 or 20 of those, maybe do another set of that, okay? But anyways, try to do at least 50 double kicks today, okay? And now we're gonna move on to something else here, so we'll be right back. Next, we're going to continue what we did in the last video with forms. Last video we did Chun-Ji, and we kind of broke it down a little bit and walked through some of the pieces that were important to Chun-Ji. Today we're going to do the same thing for Il-Jang. All right, we are going to slowly work our way through all our taeguk's first, and I do recommend that you still practice all of them. So if you know all the way up through to choreo, make sure you're still practicing all of them, but we're giving you some things to focus on today with Il-Jang, okay? Especially for lower ranks that are still working on Il-Jang. This hopefully will be a little bit useful for that group. All right, so we're gonna do Il-Jang today, all right? If you don't know Il-Jang, don't sweat it. It's all good. Some of you may take the advantage here to try to teach yourself Il-Jang. And that's probably okay too. At this point, I'm not too worried about it, but make sure you do know your forms like Chun-Ji and anything before Il-Jang that you should know for your next test, okay? So practice Chun-Ji first, do that once or twice. If you're a white belt, do it 3 or 4 times, maybe even 5 times, and while the rest of us walk through Il-Jang to go through some of the details of Il-Jang. All right, so trip, Gong-Yang, wait. All right, first move of Il-Jang, we're going to turn to our left and do a walking stance, left hand low block. Ready? Shijak. Good. All right, so our low blocks are out from our bodies. Connor's a little, there we go. Good. All right, remember this does not have the sine wave that we were working on in Chun-Ji last class, okay? This one is going to keep your head flat and really focus on twisting those hips around a little bit. All right, coming forward into a walking stance middle punch. Huzz! Good, make sure it's a middle punch. Remember, middle punches should be right where the V comes down in the front of your dobak. Let's see. Oh, that's a little high. This one is a hair high too, just a little. There we go. Good. All right, we're going to turn to the right or behind. When you do this, take your front foot that's there now and step through and use that to help with your pivot and twisting of your hips into the low block. Ready? Huzz! Good. Next move. Huzz! Excellent. All right, so now we're going to switch from a walking stance, and let's review. Our walking stance should be roughly about, your shoulder width from toe to heel kind of thing, and shoulder width apart, more or less, okay? Kind of the natural stance you would be if you were just taking a step and walking down the street, okay? It shouldn't be much more than that. All right, but we're going to turn to the front towards the flags, and we're going to be doing a long stance, low block, reverse punch. Ready? Huzz! Good. All right. And once again, the long stances are similar to what we were doing in Chun-Ji. Your punches should be to the middle. Good. Backs are square. Excellent. All right. Next move. Huzz! Good. And everybody should know what they're doing here. We're doing a reverse inward block. The reason this is a reverse is it's because it's the opposite hand of the foot you have out. All right. And your block should be coming across your center line, which is almost where Miss O'Neill's got it. And don't feel like you can't turn your hips a little bit. All right, make sure that elbow is still down, guarding your lower parts of your rib cage. There we go. Just move that across a little bit. Good. Next move. Huzz! Good. And that's a reverse middle punch again, and we're still in our walking stance. Excellent. And now we're going to turn to the other side, inward middle block. Huzz! Good. Check those blocks. Make sure they're where they're supposed to be. Your hand should be level with your shoulders. Okay? So if your hand is up by your nose, where Connor's was, that's a little high. All right? Still in a walking stance. Toes should be both facing forward. And step and punch. Huzz! Good. Now we're going to step towards the front with a long stance again. Low block, low block, reverse punch. Huzz! Good. Excellent. In this case, the long stance, just to review, should be shoulder width apart between the inside of one foot and the other. Back foot slightly angled forward, and the front knee bent so that you can see down your quad, the top of your leg, and just see the tops of your toes at the other end. Okay? Coming forward, we're going to slide that back foot up and do a high block. Huzz! Excellent. All right, now front kick punch. Okay, really think about the foot shape. A lot of you I know are still working on your front kick foot shape right now, even the higher ranks. So really slow this down a little bit. Think about that ball of your foot coming out and striking your target. All right, huzz! Good, follow that up with a forward punch. Excellent. And that is also to the middle. All right, turn back the other way, do the exact same thing. Huzz! High block, front kick, huzz! And punch. Good, watch that height on the punches, make sure they stay in the middle. All right, now the fun part. Everybody always tries to turn with the wrong foot. You're going to move that front foot. Okay, that's going to turn and head back towards the back of the room at this point. This is going to be a long stance, low block. Huzz! Good. Step punch. Huzz! And once again, a middle punch, long stance, and a key up at the end. All right, for Barreau, we're going to move the back foot. Good. Good. Chariot. Gung-yen. There you go. El-Jang. All right, everybody should be working through that, practice that. If and when you're done with that, go through all your other forms that you have up through whatever current rank you're working on. All right, good. Excellent on the forms. On to the next part.
Okay, next we're going to work on some step sparring. Everybody's going, how are we going to do step sparring without a partner? That's the challenging part, okay? Once again, a lot of this comes down to visualization. If you can learn to visualize what's happening and see it in your mind, your actual performance will even get better once we get back to the Dae-Yang and you have partners, okay? So we're going to start off simple today. We're going to do some 3 steps. We're going to do some that focus on the white belts and yellow belts, very basic and simple, okay? And just kind of going through the basic motion of you're the person doing the counterattack, okay, where you're going backwards. All right, and we're going to have Miss O'Neill and Connor demonstrate some of these for you and follow along with them. Feel free to try to use what they're using as well, especially for the lower ranks. These are probably really good examples of what you should be doing for your next test. All right, good.
Miss O'Neill is going to demonstrate a 3-step Going backwards, a very basic one for what the white belt should be working on. So go ahead, Miss O'Neill. Good. Watch your stances. They should be a good back stance. Weight on that back leg. Good. And our counter was a long stance reverse punch. All right. That is one of the first ones you should be learning as a 3-step. Oro. Let's have Miss O'Neill step forward and do that one more time. Okay. Focusing on those back stances. You should be retreating into that back stance and weight on the back leg. Ready? Shija. Good. Key up and everything. Oro. Alright, we'll switch over. Connor's going to show us the next one. He's going to show us the second one for our white belts. This one's going to end with a front kick. Alright, ready, Connor? Shija. Good. Oro. Good. Step forward. Let's do the same thing again. Once again, working on your targeting for that front kick and watching those back stances, okay? Make sure that front kick comes out with good power and a key up and is on target. Ready, Connor? Shija.
Hey.
Excellent. Oro. And Kung-Yang. All right, Miss O'Neill's going to show us our next one. Miss O'Neill's going to demonstrate a counter at the end with a side kick this time. Something to also focus on here are the blocks. For white belts, most of you should be working on an outward middle block, okay? This means you're blocking outward with the inner forearm on your arm, okay? All right, Miss O'Neill, ready? Shija. Excellent. Let's do one more. Make sure you're following along at home, practicing each one of these techniques. Good. Very good. Oro. Yep. Kung-Yang. Good. Connor is going to show us a counter with a round kick this time. And we're basically doing the same blocks and the same stances going backwards each time. Ready? Shija. Good. Oro. Alright. Go forward. Do it one more time. Ready? Shija.
Hey.
Good. Oro. Connor, what's your target for the round kick?
Chest. Stomach.
Stomach, yep, okay. So when you're practicing these, especially lower ranks and even higher ranks, really think about visualizing where you're trying to kick, where you're trying to punch or strike with your hands. Really think about these things in your head a little bit. All right, good. Trip, Kung-Yang. Miss O'Neill is going to demonstrate an axe kick for the final counter. All right, as you step back into that back stance, make sure you guys are side facing, okay? That means Miss O'Neill should be almost turned towards us as she does the block. There you go, good. A lot of you have a tendency to stay forward a little bit, which is not correct. All right, good. Let's continue from there, Miss O'Neill. Good. Oro. And what is your target for the axe kick, Miss O'Neill?
The head or collarbone.
Head or collarbone. Very good. Let's do it one more time. Shija. Good. Borrow. Good. For our next few, we're going to do a little bit more advanced 3 steps. Okay, these are still for mostly yellow belts. All right, just some ideas to work on at home. All right, Connor's going to do a counter of a front kick followed by an elbow strike. All right, and you got to really visualize where your partner is and what they're doing. Okay, ready? Shija. Doing an inward knife hand block. Good. Oro. Let's do that one more time. Shija. Excellent. Oro. Good. Okay. Going to do another more advanced yellow belt technique. This time she's going to counter with a round kick, reverse palm heel strike. All right, ready? Shija. And once again, use an inward knife hand block. Good. Do that one again. Shija. Alright. Good. Sure. This time Connor is going to be going back and countering with a side kick followed by a vertical back fist. Okay? And his block will be an outer forearm block. Okay? Ready? Shija. Excellent. Let's do that one more time, Connor. Good. Borrow. Strip. Swing it. Very good.
Okay, so with the step sparring, make sure you practice those, each one's the ones we went through, okay? Do them, 3 or 4 times each. I know sometimes it's like, okay, I'll just do it once like Connor or twice like Connor was doing or Miss O'Neill. All right, but really go through them a few times. You have to make them your own, okay? It's not just about going out and going through the motions. It's about making it so it feels comfortable and part of what you're doing. And some of what you saw today may be a little different than things you've done, especially if you're a white belt or a yellow belt. So really spend some time focusing on those. Higher ranks, always good to walk through some of those basic ones since some of you haven't done them in a while. But also feel free if you want to review some of your 2-step concepts, your 1-steps, and even maybe your combats, feel free to do that. Okay, we'll have other classes where we focus a little bit more on some of the higher rank stuff, but we're kind of working our way up through the ranks a little bit as we go, and we'll continue to expand on some of that later in other classes. All right, so next part is just a quick stretch cool down we're going to do today, and we're moving on to that.
For today, we're going to work on a little bit of wall stretching, so try to find a place at home where you got a flat wall, where you can kind of scoot your butt up to the wall and put your legs up on the wall. Try not to put your feet on the wall if you're a child and you've got dirty, grubby little toes. I'm sure your parents don't want to see your footprints on the wall. Connor's going to show us how fun it is to get onto the wall here. So Connor, go ahead and scoot up to that wall. There he goes. Good. Oh, no, he's too close. That's good. And legs straight up on the wall. Good. All right. From there, he's going to let his feet slowly start to fall down, one on each side. There he goes. Going, going, going. Still going. Good. So you want to kind of get to the point where they kind of naturally want to sit and let them sit there for, 10, 15 seconds. And then if you've got a parent or a partner or somebody nearby that likes to help torture you, in this case we'll use Miss O'Neill. She's going to come over there and she's going to pull each of Connor's feet down just another half inch or so until he makes a weird noise.
They're not gonna go up.
Good.
Relax.
All right.
Relax.
And we'll hold that another 10 to 15 seconds.
Breathe.
The idea here is to continue to breathe and relax. Try to visualize those muscles in your legs relaxing and becoming less tense than they are currently. They're slowly relaxing. And then after another 10, 15 seconds, have your partner come out and move them down just a little bit more. Miss O'Neill will do that for Connor. If your partner that's doing the stretching makes a weird squealing noise, that's probably far enough. And remember, parents, although this might be fun to try to torture your children, if you're helping them stretch like this, please be careful and don't overstretch them. Although it probably would be fun to do. Because I know that's why Miss O'Neill's doing this and not me, because Connor would be making a lot more noise if I was helping him. Making faces at us now. Good. All right, once we get to the point as far as we can go, we're going to hold that for like 10, 15 seconds, kind of like we have been. And then from there, we're going to slowly bring our legs and feet back together. Hopefully they still come back together. Good. And we're going to roll over and get away from the wall. Good. And good. Hurry up. Okay. All that good stuff.
Okay, so that's a wrap on another class. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And once again, I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy and finding things to keep your minds busy. Hopefully these videos will help a little bit. And like I said, if you can get outside during the day at some point in your yard even or whatever, doing some stuff, that helps as well. You know, some of the younger folks, kids and whatnot, you know, help your parents out with the yard. It's been kind of nice and warm other than right now I think it just started raining. You can actually be out there doing some yard work, raking and whatnot, and keep them busy. And I guess that's about it for today. So we will see you in the next class. Bob, thanks for all your help today. Not that he did much, as usual, but we will see you soon. All right? Have a good day, guys.